Just when we thought that we couldn't make it any worse, Bungie goes ahead and drops this raid in prestige mode, and it's a complete failure. What's going on, guys? It's Acidic back, and in today's video, I was expecting to make this video, but at the same time, I wasn't expecting it to be this bad. But today we're going to be talking about the major failure that is the prestige raid for the Leviathan in Destiny 2. This is just going to be my opinions on it. I have not personally done it, and I personally will not do it unless changes are made. And I've already seen, just from the feedback from everybody that has done it, that they agree that it's a waste of time. And I'm just going to go through my opinions on it, and maybe you guys can elaborate on it if you've done it, or say you can agree or disagree, and we'll just go from there. But main thing I can say with this is there's no reason to do it. They give you no desire to do this raid, mainly because everything you get in it is the same thing as the normal mode, just with a different color and a different name. No new perks, no nothing. It's literally the same exact gear that you would get in the regular mode. Like, there's no different in it. Like, there's no special perks that help you in the raid, no special perks to make the weapon unique for you to want to go and do prestige mode. You would only be going in there just to say, I did prestige mode, or to make it a little bit more challenging for you. And I don't know why you would really do that unless you just really wanted the challenge, but I don't really know why the point is. The emblem sucks that you get. I don't personally like it myself, and I don't think a lot of people do. I will say the aura is a little bit better since it's orange. It's more distinctive, but at the same time, it's an aura. It goes away in a week, and it doesn't give you any bonuses anymore, so that's worthless. Like I said, the shader is literally the same thing, pretty much. It's just they swapped some of the colors around. They inverted it, so where more of the white is a different color and the gold's a different color, so they just changed the color around. They didn't do anything special with it. The weapons are the exact same. The gear, I think it's got a different name on it, but it's the same gear, like same design, just with a different color palette on it. At this point, it kind of looks like they're just getting lazy with the game. Like, they don't care. They got the money, whoop-de-doo. They already got everybody's money, so they just don't really care, I guess. And that worries me and a lot of other people about wanting to play this game anymore, because I'm going to make a separate video on this, I think, about why everybody's leaving it, and looking at the numbers, because there are statistics that show that this game is dying. So anybody that tries to defend it, saying that the game is actually good and that you just need to adapt, because that's a big thing everyone's trying to say, well, you just need to adapt to it and it'll be better. Well, yeah, no, not at all. I mean, people have adapted to it. They don't like it. You can adapt to it and not like it. So that's the problem. It's boring. It's not that people can't adapt. That's not the hard part here. Literally, all you have to do to adapt is huddle up on each other, or just run public events, because everything else in the game gives you the same rewards that a public event would do, and public events can be farmed way faster. But I'm rambling off on a whole different subject. But the raid, like I said, nothing new. The challenge to it may be harder. I've looked at it. Personally, I don't think it's that much different. I mean, the dog part's just going to be a little bit more annoying because they have 2 more extra dogs in there, but people are one-phasing them anyway, so just run a second phase, kill the other last 2 dogs, whoop-de-doo, it's dead. The baths, only thing that's different about those is the big guy that comes out of the pit drops a pool, and, I mean, you kill it right when it comes out of the pit anyway with a pulse grenade, so that obstacle right there just gets rendered useless because you can kill it right when it spawns, so that's not going to matter. Just don't go where it spawns. That's not hard. After you do the damage phase, you'll have to go and get on your respected plate whenever you see the symbol in the middle. That's not hard. I mean, there's really nothing to it that they added that's hard. The gauntlet, I mean, the only thing that's different about it is everybody's got to run. You can't just have designated runners. But at this point, everyone's probably ran it at least once as a runner, and at the end, everyone's got to get through. But personally, our team always did that because we already had a hunch that you were going to have to do that, and yeah, that's how they did it. You have to run all 6 people through at the end, so we already had that practice in, so it won't be harder if we did decide to do it. And then the boss fight it's pretty much just the same thing. It's just you get teleported in and out, and everybody's probably ran the inside room and the outside room, so whenever somebody melees a scion in the bubble with that respected symbol that gets called out, one person gets put in and one person gets put out, and it's just back and forth like that. You just keep getting swapped, and Honestly, I really don't see how that's that difficult. I mean, like I said, I haven't done it myself, but with the other raids, I remember when they were at, like, when I looked at the differences, I was like, well, that's going to be hard to get used to. With this one, it's just like, okay, it's like the first time you ran through it, it was hard. After you get through it the first time, it'll be just snap through it, just run through the whole thing. It's not hard, it's a puzzle raid. That's the point of it. You figure out the puzzle, you figure out the raid, and it's not hard. The other ones, it wasn't a puzzle, there was mechanics to it. You had to do certain things, there was many bosses in there. There's a whole lot more things going on besides just putting some puzzle pieces together to get through the section. And I think that's why this raid's failing. Like, when you complete it the first time, it was great. I was almost on board with saying it was the greatest raid, in my opinion, almost, because of just how cool it was. Like, there wasn't anything we've had that was like that before. But once you've run it 2 or 3 times, it gets so tedious and boring. There's no new things. It's just a puzzle. There's barely any ads to kill. It's not a raid. It's just a puzzle. And you may enjoy that. You may not. But a lot of people don't really enjoy it because there's no replay value in it. The game, everything it offers you to do in this raid is boring. It's slow and tedious. And it's just really not fun to do. Like, I mean, why have the raid there when you could get things that are better and higher light level, or not higher but equal to higher light level, from just running public events or just doing milestones or anything of that sort? Why have the raid there? Like, there's no reason to go in that raid. None of the weapons are really that great. They don't have any special perks that make them unique to say, I have this weapon and it's fun to use. And the gear has no special perks either, besides just picking if you want more mobility or more resilience, which is just pointless. I mean, it doesn't matter. There's no perks anymore, and it's just, there's no reason to go in there. Like, it's boring. Like, they've dropped the ball with this game. There's so much wrong with it that I could literally make videos upon videos upon videos on what's wrong and possible ways to fix it. And that's what I plan on doing, because I enjoy talking about this. Like, I get really into it because I really wanted this game to succeed, and so far it has just fallen off ever since launch. Like, once you hit that wall of beating the game and entering the gap to the in-game section of the game, it falls flat. There's nothing to do. It's boring, and there's just nothing has meaning to it anymore. There's nothing there that you want to go after, because anything's good and everything's the same. You get nothing special. Everyone gets everything handed to them, and from there you just doing a raid just to say you did the raid. I mean, it's really not one gun from that raid I would suggest that you have to have, and if there is one, I would say the sniper. If you're a Crucible player that likes to snipe, because I personally use that sniper and it's amazing. But that is the one thing, and it's not even for PvE, which people do the raids because they're PvE players. Half the people that do the raid don't really like playing Crucible, so they want weapons that are good in PvE, and not any of them are really that good. So they're contradicting their player bases with what the rewards give and what they're actually useful for. And I mean, I don't know if it's just me. Maybe some other people enjoy doing that raid, but I don't like doing that raid anymore. I just can't even bring myself to do it. I'll do trials every once in a while. I'm not really too much of a fan on it anymore. I just don't like the way the Crucible plays. I get on and play a couple quick play matches and stuff, yeah, but this raid is a failure. Like, they completed it. The world's first was like in an hour. The prestige mode, the hard mode, was done in an hour. Like, really? And this is supposed to be harder and prestigious and should be something that you should be proud of doing, but yet people are doing it the world's first in an hour. And next week they'll probably have it down to about 30 minutes, just like the original one. Like, it was nothing new, and this was like the original normal mode. There was nothing they did that made it worth going to do, and that's the problem. They're not making anything worth playing. It's just boring, tedious, old rehashed things that just, there's no point in doing it. And I also have a whole different video idea for this whole weapon perks thing, with like if they should bring rolls back, because just a spoiler, they already said for a fact, I think it was on Twitter, I have to go look back up, but they said they are a firm believer and they are proud of not having weapon rolls in the game. So that already throws up a red flag already. But like I said, a whole different topic. This video is all just about the raid and what I thought about prestige mode. Bottom line, there's no reason to do it. Just continue doing normal if you do the raid, because you won't get any more drops from prestige. You still get the same tokens. There's no different tokens. Like, that's another thing. We got one more thing we need to talk about real quick. Is prestige mode doesn't drop like a prestige mode token. It still just gives you raid tokens, and you'll still get normal mode rewards when you turn them in. So that right there is stupid, because half the reward you'll get from the raid are from tokens, because you'll get tokens from every encounter half the time. So that's stupid automatically. That's just retarded. And one more thing that really got to me was the Legend of Acreus exotic shotgun questline. The last step of completing prestigious raid, which you thought would make the weapon godly and worth having, gives you an exotic ornament that turns it white. Yep, that's it. That's all you get. Like, they literally give you an ornament for completing that long ass quest. For an exotic raid weapon, keep in mind, an exotic raid weapon. We had Touch of Malice, Necrochasm, Outbreak Prime, Vex Mythoclast, all them godly weapons, god tier weapons. And then we get a fucking shotgun, and when you complete its questline, gives you an ornament to make it look white. This is the direction this game is taking, and it is terrible. Like, I really don't know if they even care at this point. Like, this is sad. Like, I really don't know what they're doing, and I'm kind of scared to see the DLCs, because if they're anything like this, I don't even know if I want to even play the DLCs. Like, I don't even know if I want to play the game anymore. But, yeah, just in general, prestige raid, complete failure. I kind of expected it. Like, I wasn't even hyped to do it when they were announcing it and everything. They couldn't even fix the glitch in it, and it's still there, just completing the Callus fight with no ads. I just think they got lazy at this point. They've got their money's worth. Like, they've made it back, so they just don't care at this point. It's got Destiny in the title. They've made a fan base, so any fanboy that likes Destiny will defend the game till the end. But I think they're coming to a realization, hopefully, that just because they're fanboys doesn't mean they're just going to say it's a great game no matter what. They'll knock it if it's really that bad, and that seems to be the trend right now. So hopefully they'll actually look into making the game fun again. But yeah, it's been Acidic. If you enjoyed the video, do hit the like button. It shows great support for the channel. Also, hit the subscribe button if you want to see more videos from me, because I'm going to be doing a lot of Destiny 2 coverage and just random nitpicky videos here and there. If I want to do one, just enjoy making something, just throw something out there, see if people like it, and maybe make more videos on that. But if you do subscribe, make sure you hit the little notification bell to the, I think it's the right of it, so you'll be notified whenever I upload or anything. I try to comment back and reply to every comment I get. The Crucible video I did is growing great right now. I'm surprised of like the growth it's gotten. I've gotten over like almost 55, 60 subs off that one video, and it's at 6.7K. I can't thank you guys enough for that. It's really great having a video blow up like that, and if I ever get to the points where all my videos are like that, it's gonna be amazing. Like, it feels good to know that you created something and people are enjoying it, and you can get great feedback from people. But like, again, I'm rambling, so let me just end the video here. It's been Acidic, and I'm out. Peace.